Hey, hi everybody, this is the final video in my Besieged series. These are all the Kickstarter exclusives and a few little expansions. So we've got the Defenders box, which has got all the miniatures, some extra heroes, some extra monsters and cards and things like that. So the first thing we'll take a look at is just a little extra here. These are the heroes that come with the base game and the expansion, and you can actually use these are the cards to be used in the Zombicide Black Plague game. So it should be 8 in total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we have got them all. So that's a good. I love it. So in a previous video I said I love it when they give you crossovers into other games where you can use the miniatures. So I'll put a little pause in here. When we come back, we'll take a look at the encampment tile set. Okay, this is the encampment tile set expansion. These are the little tokens for the spawn points. Gives you a little summary of how to use them. And here's the tiles themselves. They're all double-sided, so it just adds a little bit more to the base game, because you don't get any actual board pieces, as it were, with the Darkness and Fury expansion. So this just adds to that. So I'm just going to go through these really quickly, because there's quite a few miniatures to go through on this video. I don't want it to run on too long. So yeah, that's the double-sided tiles that you get. So that's the encampment set. I'll put another pause in here. When we come back, we'll take a look at the little mufflin set. Okay, this is the little mufflin set. These are the miniatures that you use to replace the tokens from the Darkness and Fury expansion. You get quite a few of them. Hopefully you'll be able to pick them out. A couple of different sculpts there. Actually, it's 3 different sculpts. Sorry about the glare. I just didn't want to take all these out because they're quite small. So that's your little set of mufflings. How many are there in here? 36 you get of these. There's a little background of the story there if you want to read it. Pause it and read it. So that's just a way of getting rid of all the little cardboard tokens and having miniatures to represent it, which is much better. So I'll put another pause in here, and when we come back we'll take a look at Hero Set 1. Okay, this is the Hero Set 1, which makes me believe that there will be more hero sets coming out. Just pull it over at the back, and hopefully you can pick out all the words there if you want to pause it and read them. You've got Axel the Engineer, Era the Thief, and Seren the Trickster. So the first one we'll take a look at is Axel the Engineer. And as with the other videos, I turn it round so you can have a look at his backstory. Hopefully it's not too much glare. I've got a window right behind me, so and there's his picture. And his miniature is this guy. Next up we have Area, the Thief. Her backstory. Come on, focus. There we go. And that's this miniature here. Doesn't drop them all over the floor. And finally, we have Seren, the Trickster, and her backstory. And her miniature. And as with the others, they all come with their little bases, so you can see who's who. So I'll put another pause in here, and when we come back we'll take a look at the big box of Kickstarter exclusives. Okay guys, got quite a lot to go through on this one. There's quite a few miniatures. We'll start down the bottom here. Again, they've got bases to show who's who, but these are what replace the tokens for the base game and the expansion. Not sure why it's got a hole in the bottom. It's quite a large monster. And here's the big dragon itself. So that's that little tray. Move that one out of the way, and we'll take a look at these trays. These are just little tokens to replace a lot of the others. And you've got a set of hearts there. And over here we have several stars. Here we have the so the other tokens that are in the game, which are the broken down sort of keeps, as it were. And then you get a load of extra monsters to add to the expansion. These are the armoured orcs that we've seen before. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Sorry, I'm getting out of camera here. Again, you've got the guys that you've seen before that are riding these monsters. So you get 2 of them. You get 2 extra of these guys. It's like armoured trolls. And you get 2 of these. They are different, slightly different sculpts actually, because if I remember rightly, in the other box they had he had a rock in his hand, that hand. So they are slightly different sculpts from what you got in the box. And you get 2 of them. So that's basically the monsters, as it were, near enough, for the Kickstarter exclusives. So we'll put them away. Next up we have a load more. Now these are all extra heroes as well as a few other little tokens. Ruins. I get 2 of them, 4 of them, sorry. I don't know whether this is a first turn, whatever it is, I'm not sure. Let's say it's to replace tokens. And you get a blue one of these. Hold on guys, I'm going to have to put a pause in because the phone's going in the background. Okay, sorry about that, the phone was going. And you get some more extras of these guys. I think again it's a slightly different sculpt from what you get in the base game. So you get 4 of them. And we now move on to all these heroes. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 2, 15 extra heroes. So this could take a while. Okay, the first one is Thorlak, the Barbarian. There's his backstory. Again, if you wish to read it. Just got to try and find his miniature now. I believe it's this guy here. Next up we have Astrid, the princess, and her backstory. And her miniature is this one. Then we have Donato the cook and his backstory. Just trying to get through this quite quick because my phone's gonna cut off soon. So I've got to try and find his miniature now. I believe it's this. Is that him? It looks, yeah, that's him. Next up is Dahlia, the peasant. And her miniature. It's quite an easy one to find. Yep. Next up is Vigo, the captain. And his miniature. It's the wrong way round, but that's him, I think. Again, a little bit of bendage on the plastic, but with a little bit of hot water, that will be cured. These are very reminiscent sort of sculpts like the Rum and Bones game. Next we have Igor, the Quack Doctor. and his miniature. Then we have Kirk the Jester. Where is he? There he is. Oh, my phone's going. I'll have to stop again. Right, hopefully I will get through this video without disturbances again. Next up we have Ivor the Noble. His backstory. So I'm really sorry that this is sort of rushed through, but there's a lot of miniatures to get through here. I've just got to try and find him now. There he is. I'm bound to get one of these miniatures wrong in a minute. Next up we have Damiana, the innkeeper. Very big girl. Right, let's try and find her miniature. Oh, I can't find her at the moment. Let's have a look. You can probably spot her before I do. Oh, there it is. The picture of her is a big girl, but the actual miniature itself is small. Obviously, they've all got their own different skill sets and all that sort of thing, bring a different thing to the game. The way I like to play these sort of games is rather than pick your favourite, it's just randomly pick out some. Just makes the games different each time. Next up we have Waldo, the monk. Okay, so if you just sort of pause the video, you can get a better look at the pictures and that. So Waldo the monk, he's quite easy to spot. Next up we have Rolf the Executioner. And his miniature. Just get my camera around a bit better. And Kyra the Seer. And the miniature for Kyra. There's a couple of extras in here I've just noticed. Okay, ones that we haven't picked out. If I can find them. It's this guy. I haven't got a card for these, so I'll have to check on that. I think you have to download them off online. So that's an extra one. So is this one. I think actually, I think what these guys are, these are the these represent the man that runs off to get the artifacts. So they don't have a card. Yes, that's what these are. So rather than just have a token, you can have them represented by these miniatures, and there's 3 of them. So yeah, there you go. There's all the miniatures, extras, Kickstarter exclusives. I expect these to be up for sale on eBay at ridiculous prices, as always. So that is it for my unboxing of the whole of my Besieged. So I'll put a little pause in here and just do a little sum up. So yeah, there you go. That's everything for Besieged that I've got. I'm not sure what my next video will be. I still haven't done I've got Dungeon Saga, I've got all that through Kickstarter, and I haven't done any videos on that yet. There's a hell of a lot of stuff for that, so that could be coming very soon. Quite a few other games as well, Space Crusade, Imperial Assault I haven't done yet. I haven't done Mice and Mystics, plus loads of other games. So stay tuned. So I'm not sure what's coming up. There will be some Zombicide playthroughs coming up soon as well, and some Black Plague playthroughs. So stay tuned for those. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next video.